So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to talk about today is how you have seen in front of your own eyes the secular progressive state crumble in front of Islamist bullying and aggression. Just recently, a movie was released by Muslims, Shia Muslims, called The Lady of Heaven. It's a story telling a narrative according to the Shia understanding of Islam. It was directed by Muslims, written by Muslims, acted by Muslims, filmed by Muslims. And it was released in Cineworld. And what we saw, ladies and gentlemen, were thuggish mobs descend out in front of Cineworld cinemas demanding that that movie be shut down. And they succeeded. This is only one of the latest number of examples of where liberal progressive state has demonstrated its yellow-bellied, lily-livered, spineless attitude towards the bullying Islamist agenda in our country. Another example is being protested right there, right now. A film called The Kashmir Files. Its director was going to give a talk at Oxford University, and because the Islamist Muslims were outraged at this prospect, Oxford University shut down freedom of speech, and that's why that crowd of people are in Speaker's Corner right now. And that stands on top another example, of Batley and Spen, where a teacher teaching about what blasphemy was to his students used an example that Muslims considered blasphemous. He wasn't trying to celebrate the blasphemy. He wasn't trying to make people blaspheme. He was using an example of what blasphemy was. Mobs of Muslims descended on the school, made threats against his life, and now that teacher had to have protective custody to protect him and his family. And that stands on top of what happened in Birmingham and Bradford, where Muslim mobs stood outside of schools protesting the teaching of LGBTQ teaching in our schools. Now, I want to be clear. I don't blame Muslims for standing up for the things that they consider blasphemy. I don't blame Muslims for standing up for the things that they consider blasphemy. I don't condemn Muslims for standing up against LGBT education in schools. My examples are given to demonstrate to all of you that the secular, liberal, progressive state is cowering in front of Islamist militancy.
A few moments later.
I'm not going to talk to you.
But why are you a liar?
I'm not going to talk to you.
Why are you a liar? Why are you a liar?
Any questions?
Shut up! Why are you a liar? You're a liar!
Ladies and
answer
gentlemen.
the question! You're a liar!
And I'm not a Muslim, right? If I had to choose a religion, I would, because I live in an Orthodox Christian country, I go to the Orthodox Christian church. I donate $20,000 a month to the church in the country I live in. The church in Romania is very powerful, and I like having church friends. So I give them a lot of money, right? So I would guess I'm an Orthodox Christian. But if I had to bet on one religion as if I were betting on the stock market for the future, you have to bet on Islam. Because Muslims are intolerant. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. Because if you're tolerant of everything, then you stand for nothing.
Yeah.
Christians are so tolerant now. You don't believe it. They have gay pastors that I'm not even anti-gay, but if the book says don't have, like, what do you believe in now? If you're tolerant of everything, you stand for nothing. I can walk through London with a T-shirt saying Jesus is gay, and nothing will happen to me. If I did the same thing with the Islamic prophet, I'd be dead before I got to the end of the street.
Boom.
That's how much they believe and respect. And I respect people who stick up for what they believe in.
Yeah.
It's not even about me believing in it. I respect them because they believe and they will defend Muslims are the only people who will defend their religion. They will defend their beliefs. They refuse to be mocked. They refuse to be insulted. And I respect that about them. I respect that. That's an amazing thing about them.
Next country.
Saudi Arabia. Oh no, I ain't saying nothing
You better
about
shut
them.
your mouth. Nothing to say
I'm not
here.
even looking at the women. I'm over
No,
see?
bro. You better turn your
I
damn
see
head.
my head over there.
Are they off the screen yet? You look.
Did they leave yet?
I ain't gonna look first. You look.
You look.
I ain't looking.
I ain't playing with them over there.
Hey,
You
somebody
look
better
in.
give me a sign. Is Saudi Arabia off the screen? Clear. Okay, we are clear.
Right
Woo.
go.
We escaped that one. That could have got ugly.
Man.